everybody's coming off the elevators, that we give the room to get in and out. But thank you everybody for coming. I know I'm excited to finally wrap this project up and put a final stamp on it. But just want to thank you for your time and just your understanding of how important this is to us getting this done for the Montgomery County citizens. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Sherry White. She's going to say a little something about the project, and she is a huge benefit to our committee, and this would not have gone nearly proficiently without her.
Well, thank you all so much for coming out today to help us celebrate the exhibit opening for the courthouse, a historic courthouse bell. It was a really interesting and wonderful undertaking, and I think it highlights so much about what we at the Montgomery Museum of Art and History, where I'm fortunate to be the executive director, our focus is on the community. And this was a project that was all about the community, not just the historic community. When the bell was first created and first rung here on the courthouse square in Christiansburg, but for the community as a whole, because it involves so many people. And it only happened because a few people, most prominently Aaron Meadows and John Stoll, both of whom are Sheriff's Department employees, saw a need. They saw a historic object that needed to be celebrated and remembered. And they are the ones that made this this project began. And the group that gathered around the bell, including us at the museum, but also county staff and local businesses, and it really was a village that made this project come together. So I am truly honored to be able to introduce the Honorable Judge Robert Turk to read our resolution. Thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming out today on this occasion. We're here to take the cover off of the bell. I've already seen it. I've already heard it. But I remember when we first moved into this building, Lieutenant Meadows came to my office and he said, "I want to ask you something. Come downstairs with me." And we went down in the back of the clerk's office, and he says, "What can we do with this thing?" And he showed me the bell. And I said, "God, I don't know. It's heavy. I don't know what to do with it." He said, "Well, what do you think about us restoring it and taking care of it?" This was probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I said, "Go at it. Go at it. You know, if you can do it, have at it, and we'll figure out a place to put it down there." Well, that day's here, and we're going to dedicate it today. And Lieutenant, we appreciate your thoughts about that. And so I'll read the resolution. It's Virginia and the Circuit Court of Montgomery County, Resolution of Recognition, Historic Courthouse Bell. Whereas on March 15, 2022, Montgomery County departments had their first meeting to discuss restoring the historic courthouse bell and displaying for the public, which was currently being held in the courthouse storage room. Whereas on July 14 through 16, 2023, Alexander E. Roy with New Roots Historical Restoration LLC began restoring the historic courthouse bell and mentioned the following. Their company restored the historic courthouse eagle. The restoration work is completed on-site in the courthouse mechanical room. The deteriorated modem bolt and nut in the center of the wood yoke was replaced with a wooden peg. Currently, there is no historical proof where the casting of the bell took place. However, Mr. Roy, his experienced opinion is that the bell was locally cast due to the poor quality and crude casting. The new bronze plate patches were replaced on the wooden yoke for restabilization. There were remnants taken from the Statue of Liberty, where Mr. Roy had done previous work. A certificate of authenticity was provided to the Historic Bell Committee. Whereas on July 26, 2023, the Historic Bell Committee was formed in the following members: Scott Woodrow, Montgomery County Assistant County Administrator; William Bill Yeager, Montgomery County Director of General Services; Tiffany M. Couch, Montgomery County Clerk of Circuit Court; Lieutenant Aaron Meadows, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office; Lieutenant John Stoll, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office; Bob Poff, Montgomery Museum of Art and Historic Board Member Emeritus; Sherry White, Montgomery Museum of Art and History Executive Director; Whereas the Historic Bell Committee worked with the following vendors: Creative Glass Inc., Shane Farmer researched the polycarbonate case and recommended shot pop displays. B&B Powder Coat LLC provided the powder coat for the metal bell support frame. Extreme Concrete, Dean France and Sam Parrish created a new metal bell frame. Ideal Cabinets, Dean Saltis used John Langenhammer's drawing to create the cabinet with quartz top. Montgomery Museum of Art and History provided a meeting space. New River Engraving created the metal signs and interpretive historical information boards. Whereas on January 10, 2025, Montgomery County Departments worked with the above-mentioned vendors to install the historic courthouse bell in the main lobby of the courthouse. In attendance was Durley Aguilar and Rebecca Becky Pertling with public relations and community engagement to take pictures of the install and record the ringing of the historic courthouse bell. The audio and pictures will be made available to the public. Also in attendance was Buddy Wirt and Tim Rutherford with general services to assist the vendors with installation. Whereas the Historical Bell Committee would like to express a special thank you to the following members: William Bill Yeager for his dedication to ensure the historic bell project was completed timely and efficiently; Sherry White, who was the primary resource for preparing the interpretive historical information boards and gathering permission from the following organizations to display pictures: Virginia Museum of History and Culture, Montgomery Museum of Art and History, D.D. Lester Collections. Now therefore be it resolved in the Circuit Court of Montgomery County, Virginia, on behalf of the entire citizenship, expresses its appreciation and gratitude to the Historic Bell Committee and the vendors for their dedication to the citizens of Montgomery County. Be it further resolved that the original of this resolution be presented to the Historic Bell Committee and that a copy be docketed in our Court of Record for Montgomery County, Virginia.
All right, if I could have the Bell Committee step up for the unveiling, please. And unfortunately, Lieutenant John Stoll is not able to be here with us. He got caught up on something job related, but we do miss him. That will conclude this dedication ceremony. Everybody, thank you very much for your attendance and for being here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got it.